me dizer na casa da paixão. Sai quando bem quer, traz uma praga que me apaga a pele. Oh, no, no. Oh, 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 no. Cresci no ar pra iluminar as trevas fundas da paixão. Eu quis lutar contra o poder do amor, caí nos pés de um vencedor para ser um serviçal de um samurai. Mas eu tô tão feliz.
Alright, so I'm here again with Hank. How are you doing?
Are we recording?
I'm recording.
Okay, good.
You see the time right there?
Oh, I see.
So,
okay, yeah, good.
We are drunk now.
No, he's drunk. I'm still drinking. You know.
I'm drunk. Oh, man, I don't drink alcohol really often, so it's
Soft,
like a
lightweight. No, you're cheap. No, you're cheap date.
Cheap date.
Yeah, someone who gets drunk easily is a cheap date.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I must be a cheap date.
You're a cheap
I
date.
drink sometimes, like once in a month, something like this. Every month, a little bit of wine. I like wine.
Okay.
I drink
I like
wine.
wine. Yeah, I love wine.
All right. So this is my first time that I drink. What is this?
Caipirinha. Woo!
Caipirinha.
That's made with cachaça, which is a Brazilian alcohol made from cane sugar. And you mix it with lime and some sugar water, and Bob's your uncle.
Primeira vez que eu...
Do you know that expression, Bob's your uncle?
Bob Drunko.
Bob's your uncle.
Bob's
It means it's one of those things that means and it's all good.
Oh, got it.
Bob's your uncle, and it's finished. It's over. It's good. It's done.
Pretty good. Something that I didn't know about it, but I was saying to him because I don't know how to do this. I tried to learn with an Argentinian guy that now he's living in Rio, and I was watching him preparing. So he was just like a Brazilian preparing. You know, he was taking care of the lime so well, trying to squeeze. And I didn't know that you need to squeeze really well in order to get the juice right and properly.
Squeeze the crap out of that little puppy.
But we don't have the machine. And so what you said about the machine will be much
Or
better.
even the hand, the juicer, the lime squeezer, or what do you call that? Yeah, that would be good, but we don't have that.
Next time when you come to Brazil, we're gonna learn with my turn to do a really nice caipirinha.
Right.
So now we're gonna speak in different language.
Oh, which one?
So can you introduce yourself in French?
Oui. Okay, so je m'appelle Hank ou Henri parce que Hank est un appellido. J'ai oublié comment dire appellido en français. C'est un nickname. It's my nickname. Non, c'est pas ça. Anyway, de toute façon, quand j'ai habité en France, ma famille et tous mes amis m'appelaient Henri. All right, so Henry Hank is a diminutive form of Henry. Okay, et puis j'ai habité en France quand j'avais 18 ans, comme étudiant d'échange et tout ça.
18 ans.
Et puis j'ai fait mes études en français à l'université. Et les dernières 5 années de ma carrière, j'ai enseigné le français aux étudiants au lycée en Amérique. Voilà. J'ai essayé les enseigner, pero masqué. I know it happens. Mais les étudiants américains ne sont pas intéressés à apprendre les langues.
Est-ce que tu penses que c'est, pour moi, par exemple, je pense que parfois c'est très difficile de trouver quelqu'un qui parle le français. Par exemple ici.
Oui.
Je sais pas.
Mais on les trouve de temps en temps en Amérique, mais c'est rare, c'est assez rare. C'est plutôt espagnol qu'on entend en Amérique, en Oklahoma. Et puis, par exemple, in Oklahoma City, ma ville, on a 2 consulats, un de Guatemala et un de Mexico, de Mexique, parce qu'il y a beaucoup des immigrés.
Ouais. Pour moi, je pense que c'est très difficile. Anciennement, je ne sais pas exactement pourquoi, mais j'ai trouvé la dernière, je pense que la dernière nuit, la dernière nuit, j'ai trouvé 3 personnes qui parlaient français bien.
Ah ouais.
Je sais pas, parfois, la plupart du temps, je pense que c'est très difficile de trouver quelqu'un. Italien, français, anglais c'est très courant, espagnol aussi. Ouais. Et pour cette raison, je pense que c'est très difficile de pratiquer, puis revoir l'opportunité de pratiquer pour partager la connaissance sur les langues, quelque chose que je ne sais pas.
Mais heureusement, il y a beaucoup assez de Français qui aiment voyager. Et par exemple, quand j'étais au Medellin avant, il y avait 2 Français dans la maison, dans l'appartement, quoi. Et c'était assez jeune, de 30 ans, yeah, something like that. comme ça. Et mais il me demandait au début, est-ce que je peux vous tutoyer? Il disait, oui, mais quand même. Come on, you're like, je suis vieux, mais quand même. Come on, give me a break, guy. Mais il était très gentil.
C'est cool. Donc, alors, une autre langue, donc c'était le français. Donc, pour moi, je ne sais pas si je vais dire la même chose en français. Là, je pense que je vais. Donc, je peux dire. D'abord, j'ai commencé avec italien et après.
Italiano, oh là là!
Donc, et après, j'ai pensé sur le français parce que mon oncle parlait français très bien.
Ah ouais.
Mais ouais, le français c'est très joli, c'est une langue très jolie, c'est très important. Ouais. Mais je pense que c'est très difficile. La prononciation, c'est pour parler bien. Il y a quelque chose que je ne peux pas dire en français, mais j'aime des vidéos en français. Parce que parfois. Parfois, c'est
et le rap en français, tu aimes ça?
C'est intéressant aussi.
C'est intéressant, oui, de temps en temps. Hein.
Je n'écoute pas tous les jours, toutes les semaines, seulement parfois. Mais je pense que la musique en français, c'est excellent. C'est une excellente manière d'étudier le français aussi.
Yeah.
Now, in Portuguese, could you try to do some introduction?
God, okay.
Tell me about yourself.
Okay.
The thing that you said when we were close to the 15th Square, the coffee shop. You said some things in Portuguese.
Oui. Sim. Ok.
Português agora, vamos lá.
Agora preciso mudar minha cabeça. Ok? Minha cabeça. Em português. E fui. Ok. Era professor de inglês. Agora por 35 anos. No, 40 anos. Well, okay. So profesor por 40 años, mas profesor de inglés 25, más o menos. Yeah, in Japón, in Australia, y en Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia, muito difícil en Saudi Arabia porque hay división de hombres y mujeres 100%. 100%? 100%.
Sempre tinha uma divisão entre as mulheres e os homens para ensinar.
Sim, não. Eu no puedo enseñar a las mujeres. No. Es prohibido. Es prohibido. Ahora, acho que es mejor porque hay un nuevo Sheikh,
Novo líder.
Rei.
Novo líder.
Novo líder, yeah. Ele é mais jovem, mas agora não tem escola, even now in Saudi. Solo os ricos, as gentes ricos tem.
Os ricos podem beber álcool,
sim.
mas outras classes não.
Na
Arábia
não há clube, não há bar, não há nada.
Nossa, muito
Não há
louco isso.
nada.
E aí você dava aula para os homens. Você ensinava os homens.
De quê?
You taught the guys. Just
Oh yeah, solo.
Well,
Well, okay. Okay. Ensinei uma mulher.
Uma mulher.
Uma mulher.
Ensinou uma mulher.
Mas ela estava de Jordão. Não estava Saudi. Estava de Jordão.
Jordan.
It's another país. Yeah.
Jordânia.
Jordânia.
Jordan.
Essa é jordaniana. É jordaniana.
Então era uma pessoa de outro país, da
Sim.
Jordânia.
Mas creio que é a sola mulher, talvez. É uma cultura muito complicada e difícil.
Eu imagino. Completamente diferente da nossa cultura e muito mais restrita, assim, né?
Sim.
O que você gosta de fazer no seu tempo livre?
De quê? Em tempo livre.
Quando você tem um tempo livre.
Quando
você não está trabalhando, não está fazendo nada.
Gosto muito cozinhar.
Cozinhar
E viajar. Viajar, cozinhar e estudar línguas.
Eu vi que você tem um prazer quando você fez a caipirinha, você fez o preparo ali da caipirinha, então
Sim.
essa coisa da cozinha, o ambiente da cozinha, o preparar,
Sim.
que é uma coisa artística,
Yeah.
é um espaço onde você está criando coisa, né? Você está no momento presente criando, né? O que você gosta de cozinhar? O que você gosta de cozinhar?
Sim.
O que você costuma cozinhar? Pasta,
sì, italiano, comida Thai, gosto muito, e comida chinesa, mexicano,
Pretty good.
às vezes, alguns pratos colombianos, brasileiros, moqueca. Posso cozinhar moqueca, sim.
Eu não sei, cara. Eu preciso aprender.
E gosto muito como se diz? Em Colômbia há os plátanos
não sei, I don't know.
Yeah.
In English, you know the word.
Yeah, no.
Food is complicated. It's really not yet my...
There's two words. There's a Cuban word and a Colombian word.
You're gonna
I can't think of it.
You're gonna send this message to me on odds up.
It's like you cut them, you smash them, you fry them, you smash them, you fry them again. Tostones in Colombia, no. In Cuba is tostones. In Colombia, ¿cómo se compare? Patacones. It's
It's complicated to explain.
but you don't
delicious.
eat platanos in Brazil so much. Well, maybe in the north. In the northeast, maybe. Talvez.
Maybe. Talvez no norte.
Yeah. Con guacamole. Well, los brasileiros não comem aguacate salgado.
Abacate?
No. Avocado. How do you say?
Abacate.
Avocado.
Yeah.
Abacate?
Aguacate.
Salgado.
Salgado. Yeah, no.
No.
That's
It's Mexicana.
common.
Or Colombiana. They like guacamole.
Guacamole.
Yeah.
Cara, eu pretendo, eu tô com 36 anos, eu pretendo aos 40, até chegar nos 40, desenvolver bem a habilidade da culinária. É uma habilidade que eu não tenho ainda.
Okay.
Eu cozinho todos os dias.
Sim.
Todos os dias eu cozinho, mas eu faço o básico, né? Básico de academia, de musculação, o ovo cozido, peito de frango, o arroz e tal.
Sabe que é muito fácil a fazer? É massa homemade massa. É só farinha de trigo,
Farinha de trigo
com ovo e água e sal. É todo. É muito trabalho.
E o cara, ele tem muita força, cara. Ele tem muita energia. Henk tem muita energia, tem muita força. Pra mim é um prazer realmente conhecer. Foi muito bom. Vou levar essas memórias pra minha vida. I'm gonna to keep these memories in my life, the experience, how happy you are, the energy that you have, the story. Unfortunately, you guys didn't get the story that he told me in the kitchen. He was explaining the story about his uncle, right?
Oh yeah,
sad. It's a little bit sad, the story, but at the same time it is, as thinking about life, the experience.
Yeah. All right.
So,
it happens. People. Sometimes, as we say in English, shit happens.
It happens.
And you deal with it. You do what you have to do, and in some cases, the easiest way to deal with something is to not deal with it. Just to check out of the hotel, as it were.
All right.
Yeah, because it's got bad room service. No.
We were talking about depression. So,
right.
Because I think everyone, you who is watching this video right now, probably you felt sadness once in your life or maybe more. Nowadays, it's pretty common this. So we need to talk about this. You need to talk. If you're not feeling well, try to
talk to someone.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, I was saying that on my birthday in 2021, I was so depressed that I actually called the suicide hotline. Not because I would ever hurt myself, because I'm really too much of a bicha to do that. But I don't want to hurt those I love.
Yeah.
And but I just wanted someone to talk to that was not connected to me. So sometimes that's very important that you have a neutral person to talk to about your problems.
Yeah.
Because they don't know your history, they don't know, they're not going to be prejudiced either for you or against you. And whereas people that
sometimes those
they
memories in the past.
they can't forget that sometimes. So it's good to have an anonymous person to talk to sometimes.
Yeah.
And
sometimes people are a little bit afraid of doing this because I need to pay. Sometimes, but you don't need to pay. Sometimes it's just someone that it's funny talking about this. Sometimes you are buying something in a store or drinking a cup of coffee or just doing some exercise like at the bayfront.
Right.
You have a conversation. Sometimes you can get that moment to explain something, to talk about something.
Right.
Maybe that person is going to realize that the other person just wants to talk, and then you're going to do something that eventually going to feel much better.
And sometimes they come up with something that, like for example, in my case, I was talking to this person and this counselor, and he told me, he said, you have what is called a savior complex. It means that I want to save everyone that I can. And I think, at one point, I told this to my sister, and she said, oh, that's just your ego. And I went, well, thank God some people have that kind of a savior complex, because if they didn't, we wouldn't have policemen, we wouldn't have firemen, we wouldn't have doctors, teachers, because a lot of people who do those kind of jobs, they want to help someone. They
Yeah.
want to make someone better. They care, you know, and
Yeah,
I mean, you can take it to an extreme, which obviously I
course.
do, but never mind.
No, but they need to think more than just themselves, right? They need to think
Right.
about the other person, how it's empathy.
Right.
It's another level of empathy. Right?
I am the kind of person that will, even though I don't have money, I will give money that I have, that I need, but I will give it to someone who needs it more and not have it for myself. I mean, that's I know that's a little crazy. I mean, some people would say I'm crazy, but you know, that's just the way I'm built. You know, I do that. When I was a child, my father came home one day, and he had a box.
Like this part.
He had
Listen,
a box.
listen.
He had a box of fudge sickles. These are kind of an ice cream, a fudge flavored ice cream on a stick. You know.
All right.
So I went outside to share with my friends, and I was sharing with my friends, and suddenly I realized I didn't keep one for myself. And I went back home crying.
How old were you?
I was
How
like
old?
5 or 6.
5.
You know? And so it's from a very early age
get-
that I've had this.
Did he get angry with you?
Oh, no,
Why did
not
you do that?
angry. No, we didn't get angry and like, oh, that's so bad. Did he go buy me more? I don't think so.
No, I don't.
But I don't remember, but I don't think so. But
Funny.
like I said, I will give someone my last dime, even though I need it, you know? And I don't think it's a bad thing.
No,
But you know,
it's
on
not.
the other hand, I have had people do such great acts of, well, I was in
Of course, there's a balance.
yeah, of
You know,
course.
you cannot.
I was at a supermarket one time in Oklahoma City, and there was a woman before me, or was she? Maybe she was after me. And I looked at it, I said, "Oh my God!" I realized I had left my wallet in the car, or maybe at home. I don't know.
Where was it? Here.
No, in a supermarket. No, in Oklahoma.
Oh.
And the woman says, "Don't worry, go on. I'll take care of it." And it was like $17. I mean, it wasn't $2 or $3. It was $17. It wasn't a small amount of money.
Okay, all right.
But that's 100 reais, right?
Yeah, something.
And anyway, so
Here's something.
yeah, you know.
The other day it happened with me in the supermarket. But
Yeah.
The guy paid to me, but what I thought I felt it was a good action, but I thought, man, you could try to do this with another guy because I
Right.
was okay.
Right.
But even though I of course I noticed that the action was good because I was having trouble with I think it was my cell phone, because usually I pay with my cell phone.
Yeah,
And I was having trouble to
Right,
use the bank account. Then he paid, but I didn't want. But the action was so. It's difficult sometimes to describe. It was so natural, like
Right.
oh, it's okay.
Yeah,
Money,
yeah.
it's not the issue here.
Do you know what we call that in English? It's called paying it forward. You pay it forward. So you do some kindness, not that
Like
you,
karma.
yeah, kind of, yeah,
Why
like
not?
karma.
Karma.
Not because you really expect to get
Something in
anything
return.
in return,
Got it.
but you know that if you do good things, if you do good things are going to happen to you.
Yeah.
That's karma, yeah.
Yeah.
And if you do crap, you're going to get
You're gonna
crap.
get it,
So we can all
eventually.
pray that the ceiling of the White House falls down on Donald Trump. On his ugly orange head.
We were talking about Donald Trump, Barack Obama, and what is the pronunciation of I forgot. Carmila, I forgot her.
Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris.
So we were talking about this crazy situation that we have now.
That the world, I mean, you know, we Americans, of course, feel it intensely, but all of this actions will affect the world, the whole world. I mean, because that's just, it just will, you know? I mean, not that I think America is such a great world leader, blah, blah, the most important thing in the world, but what happens in America trickles down and affects the rest of the world, you know, no matter where you are.
I heard.
Those poor penguins, I feel so sorry for them.
I heard this once in a documentary in the place that I said to you, the cultural center.
Yeah,
close to the
right,
prison.
yeah, the Siki.
I went there once, but maybe 6 years ago. But the documentary was pretty good. which the guy said that when Brazil has a problem, some economy and all the other problems, the whole South America also has this problem. Peru, Argentina.
Sure.
So when Brazil, it's not okay because Brazil is a huge country.
Yeah.
It's more than 200
More than half.
millions, right?
Yeah.
And then when we are having the problems that we're having right now, all the other countries around are also suffering.
Are affected.
So it's
somehow
interesting, right? Sometimes we don't realize it.
Even though they don't speak Portuguese.
Yeah. And sometimes they don't like the idea. And I remember that I went to a supermarket once, and then the girl from I don't remember now the country, but she said, I don't know why you guys don't speak Spanish. You're the only guys that speak Portuguese. You're supposed to speak Spanish. Like she was complaining about it, and I thought, how interesting. I never heard about this. Like we are the only one who speak Portuguese from Portugal, and then all the other countries Spanish.
Right.
So they don't like the idea that we speak a different language. Like you guys supposed to speak Spanish.
Right.
So yeah, it's a little bit funny this.
Yeah.
And just to finish to get to the last part.
Yeah.
You know the time, right? I don't want to.
Yeah, it's about 1:45. We got a few minutes.
The Japanese, can you remember something?
Yeah.
It could be anything in Japanese.
それは本当に難しいよ。porque, no sé, I can say, vive,
Okay.
I can say,
It's difficult to remember.
じゃあさ、日本には、17年間住んでましたけど、いや、23年前住んでました。Yeah, so, yeah.
It's been a
そう
while.
難しい。
It was like,
難しいよ。23 years ago I left.
いや、日本語
日本語はちょっと難しい。いや、
The order.
Not so much, but when you don't think in very often, it's それは難しいよ。Yeah. So I have to really think. I have to kick myself to.
It's a lot of effort
to
because
remember,
the order is so
Japanese.
different.
Yeah.
A ordem é tão diferente que
Same. É verdade.
coloca muito esforço pra gente.
Pero no habla en español.
¿Sabes español? Bueno, en la isla acá, por ejemplo, hay muchas personas que hablan español. Tengo la oportunidad de practicar español, pero en Brasil hay muchas personas que hablan español, apenas a veces, porque mezcla las cosas de español con portugués, entonces a veces no es español, es mucho más mezclando las cosas, ¿no? Entonces, creo que es fácil para nosotros, pero a veces al mismo tiempo no es tan fácil, entonces la flexión de los verbos, pero me encanta español. Bueno, la mayor parte del tiempo escucho mucho más Argentina, pero las otras personas
El español de Argentina es diferente.
Es muy difícil, ¿no?
Muy difícil.
Pero
Yo no sé. ¿Cómo te llama?
La calle. Yo, por ejemplo, me gusta mucho más español de España. Por ejemplo, para practicar los sonidos de, por ejemplo, reconocer, decir, corazón. Entonces, tienes que hacer esa con C.
Castellano.
Entonces, me gusta el sonido, pero a veces escucho mucho más español de Argentina.
Do you know why the Spanish do that? This is what I've always heard. It's because King Ferdinand of Spain had a lisp. He couldn't do an S.
It was his natural way.
It was his it's called a lisp. When you can't say and so all of the courtiers didn't want him to feel bad, so they all talked the way he did. Now that's I don't know if that's true, but that's the story I
heard about this.
Have you heard this story?
I think I heard something.
It makes sense.
Just go for sure.
It makes so much sense.
Yeah, like you have to
or off their head,
Just imitate the king. If the king said something, all right, just go on. The show goes on.
Exactly.
All right, so
okay, well, yes. Okay, well,
finish.
Adios. Arrivederci.
Già
Guten
Basta.
Abend, whatever. Oh, we didn't even get to German, but never mind.
That's true.
Ciao.
Again.
Ciao, ciao.
Bonne nuit.
Yeah, bonne
Très
nuit.
bientôt, bonne nuit.
Yeah, bientôt. Oh, Yosemite Zai.
All right.
That one came up to my head.
That was a good one.
Okay.
Valeu, ciao,
Ciao.
ciao. All right, so I'm here again, and I'm with Mikael,
Yes.
right? And
So
again,
nice.
Hank.
Yes.
So say again, sorry.
My name is Michael. What's up, guys? Let's go talk about travel. My name is Michael. In January, I asked go to Chile, but this guy is a awesome guy because and she traveled in the world more than 50 times. He's very good. United States. Europe is good.
Africa.
Australia is
Asia.
so beautiful. The lion. Yeah.
It's crazy, and also he used to live in Japan, right? So it's pretty good. So you probably have so many stories that must be difficult to to explain the stories. We were in Japan, right?
Oh,
it
crazy
was like
stories. Crazy
in
stories.
the 90s. You said, right? In the 90s. Well, you used to live there in the 90s, right?
I lived there from 85 to 2002, so 17 years.
2002. It's 17 years.
17 anos.
It's
Tá bom.
quite a time. So we were saying about what? Sorry, you said about before we started. I forgot now.
Yes,
the
my-
question.
Would you ask?
Oh yeah. Could
Yeah.
could you remember the question? It was the favorite place, favorite
Yes.
country.
Are you asked to my friend
Hank.
the Hank?
All right.
What is the best place for you in every world?
Oh gosh, that's so hard because
It's a
I
hard
love
question.
Europe. I love France, but the people aren't so great.
Yeah, the people's
Yeah. But
Come on.
Brazil is really fantastic because the people are so friendly.
the almond is so
Yeah.
beautiful.
Someone said on a video the other day that talking about Brazilians, how friendly Brazilians are. You meet Brazilians and 5 minutes later they invite you to their home. Yeah? So
that's
Nice, so nice.
It's
yeah,
nice.
it is good. Of course, there are some downsides too, but once you know the person that you know that it's someone that you can trust, so it's good.
Right.
Of course, not going to invite anyone to your house,
Right.
but it's different, right?
Right.
But what is it's a very difficult question to explain which is the favorite country, right? Because it depends on many things, right? The food, the day. Sometimes it was just in
The weather.
in a bad weather, and then. But which one would be?
I like the thing I like so much about Brazil is there's so many different parts of Brazil. So it has everything almost. Okay, there's no mountains and no skiing, no snow skiing,
All right.
but other than that, it's pretty amazing. So many different personality types and language variations and food variations. It's just it's a big variety in Brazil.
Got it. So,
Yeah.
so tomorrow you're going to São Paulo, which is my city, also his city.
Oh, you're from
Yeah,
São Paulo?
From São Paulo.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yes, yes.
So where were you born?
I was born in Campinas.
Campinas.
Yeah,
I've been to Campinas.
Campinas is
Really?
good. It's a nice place. The
Yeah,
food,
yeah.
the people is good.
Yeah.
It's a nice place to you run in the street. And
All right.
Your body, the
Oh,
sun
nice.
is very good in Campinas.
All right.
Many trees is good.
He just like me. He really likes to work out. Do you like to work out at the gym?
Yeah. Look at those guns.
Look at the biceps, man!
Let's
go.
These are guns. We call these guns.
Oh, guys, it's good.
Guns, no drugs. But what do you prefer? You prefer to work out at the gym or at the bayfront? Bayfront. This is the bayfront. that we have.
Bayfront, that's what you call it. Okay.
Yeah.
I never trained in Bayfront. It's not my first time, but I prefer. It's
You
love to
prefer
me. The people on the street walking, running, the dogs, the sun. It's so beautiful. And in the street, you can remove your t-shirt.
No problem at all too.
No problem. Oh, that's
I like
right.
to show my for the girls.
Show off.
Just so you know. All right, and when you go, so you go to Sao Paulo tomorrow.
Yes.
And then you after when you leave the country, where are you going to? You go back to United States?
No, Medellin.
Colombia. Colombia.
Yeah, Colombia for 9 weeks. Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
What will be your number one and number two memory about Brazil that you can imagine someone asking this question to you in another country, and then you have so many memories of Brazil. Could you?
Well, one of them I don't think I can talk about. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, I think
no,
I
I'm
know.
kidding.
No. I think. All right, let's skip this
I
one.
had. Okay, I think in my really great memory of the South was when I went to my friend's olive farm in Viamão near Porto Alegre. He has this olive farm. It's so beautiful and had a barbecue, and it was a beautiful day. That's one of my best memories of this trip. This is my fourth trip here to Brazil, so I've had many. Yeah, fourth trip.
So you're saying that was a nice day. The friendship, the environment, the happiness in the moment,
Right.
the jokes.
Right.
What about you? Do you remember, could be here in Brazil or abroad, on another country, or here in Brazil, a moment that you had the feeling of happiness that you can remember, a memory? Do you remember?
Yes.
Where?
All right, so the cell phone I think was running out of battery, or the memory. Then I'm recording again the second part. So the question to Mikhail was about, because I'm trying to connect the philosopher Nietzsche, because I'm talking about happiness.
Yeah.
So Hank was describing about the moment that he had. Nowadays we have too much depression, and Nietzsche, he was explaining about the moment. What is happiness? And then he was trying to explain that the moment that you enjoy life, that you feel that you're alive, if you figure out what was that moment, you could try to repeat that same moment over and over again. If you could do that over and over again, this is happiness. So Nietzsche was trying to teach this a long time ago. So that's why I asked this question to Hank, because the feelings, the memories that he had at that place, you could try that again, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, that was your enjoying and experiencing something unique, which is happiness.
Yeah. I mean, there are other. Let's see. I think some events in my life, like for example, my 50th birthday was in Sydney, and I had a huge party. My mother, my aunt came from the States.
50.
So another friend, 50. Another friend, my best friend Eduardo, the Carioca, he was living in Tokyo, and he came all the way to Sydney for my birthday, and it was a huge, beautiful party.
Right.
Yeah, it was just really nice. If I could relive that again and again, I would.
Yeah.
That was one of the most
feeling,
memorable
the feeling, it's
events.
Oh, look, I having the. What do we say?
Goosebumps?
Yes, exactly. Because this is important to me. That this kind of the topic, it's really important.
Yeah.
Because I talk about this so with so many people, and I saw so many people with depression, feeling sadness. And let me go
Let's go.
Michael, because I think he needs to go. So the favorite place that you've been, that you remember, that you have the memory about happiness.
It's not a place.
It's not a place.
It's a state of mind.
State of mind. All right.
Yeah.
That's
For me,
Yeah.
when you
thoughtful.
have freedom, you have happiness.
Right.
Because many people have money, have cars, have friends, job, travel, but in the heart, in the mind, this is angry, this is sad. And for me, the freedom
Empty.
of lifestyle is you can sleep in a place, in a city, and next week you go to another country.
okay.
Call it another people. It's for me. Many people working and Monday until Saturday.
It's crazy
every
to
day,
you.
every
It's
day.
crazy.
Every
You
week,
don't have time to train
Okay.
in the street
And enjoy life.
to go to another place.
To smell the roses.
Yeah.
Smell the
Now
roses.
I have freedom. And
Yeah.
for me, the freedom is
But what was the moment?
the moment.
It's not a moment. It's just the.
It's a state of mind because you find the happiness in money, in place, but no, in your mind. When you active this, it's forever. It's a
But if it was a moment,
a moment.
if it was an episode,
2020 in COVID.
Yeah.
oh really, in
Because
the middle of the.
Before the
Chaotic.
pandemic, I was a sad person.
Right.
Before the
Before,
situation,
yeah.
the great
Because
crazy situation.
when the world stop, I think when the pandemic is end, I need to be a new man.
Right.
I need to learn, study new language. I need to do more money. And in 2023, when the pandemic in Brazil is end, I a new man. It's two Mikael.
Yeah.
One before COVID
Uh-huh.
and one
No.
after.
Wow, that's
For me,
interesting.
this 2023.
Because so many people feel like COVID ruined their lives,
Yeah.
and here you took this pandemic and made it
change the life.
to change your life. That's amazing. That's really positive thinking.
It is interesting.
That's great.
A lot of people they started to think in another way at that time because it was like what do we say this in English? It was like the world was shaking and then you need to figure out what's happening, what are you gonna
Right.
do, why are you doing this? And that's the good part about our profession. Actually, this is fun, you know, because the way you work, the way I work, and the way you work, it's online.
Vou tentar falar em português e traduzir para ele. Eu não sei se ficou claro,
Olá.
mas o que eu quis dizer é difícil passar essa filosofia para o inglês. Mas eu penso que a liberdade, a felicidade, ela não está em coisas materiais. Ela está. Eu tentei falar isso, mas não ia sair. Quando eu li um livro na pandemia, chama Mais Esperto que o Diabo. E eu descobri o porquê que as pessoas vivem tão tristes, vivem tão amarguradas. Eu era uma pessoa assim, amargurada, triste, eu buscava a aceitação das pessoas. E quando eu descobri que você é o seu próprio criador, você é o seu próprio Deus, tudo mudou. Quando a pandemia acabou, eu falei, cara, a felicidade está em mim. É um estado de espírito. Eu não preciso ter alguém do meu lado para eu estar feliz, eu não preciso ter dinheiro para eu estar feliz, mas não confunda isso com aquele papo de hippie. Ah, deixa a vida me levar. Não, eu tenho que fazer as minhas coisas, focado no presente, sem... Ó, essa aqui é boa. Passado, presente e futuro.
Ok.
Não foque no passado, não tem nada lá, que só vai te atrasar. E não fique olhando muito pro futuro, porque ele tá lá na frente, é a ansiedade. Foque no presente, é o que a gente tem hoje.
Yeah, I believe
Esse
this
exato
too.
momento.
Acredito nisso também.
É isso que eu
momento
queria passar.
presente.
Sabe?
Tem uma cena de um filme que eu ainda quero assistir, mas eu acho que é não sei se é Kung Fu Panda, é alguma animação assim que
Acho
tem
que ele tem essa filosofia.
eu vi só a cena que ele
é
fala.
a tartaruga.
Isso, ele fala pro Panda lá, né? Eu não vi o filme, mas eu vi a cena e a cena é muito legal, bonita pra caramba. E aí eu vi um vídeo no Instagram que mostra em vários idiomas. E aí a tartaruga ela fala, né? Ela fala que ontem foi o passado.
O presente é uma dádiva, né? Uma coisa assim.
Como é que é? Ontem foi o passado, o futuro é o mistério e o presente é a dádiva, é o presente.
Chama presente.
Aí, e aí o Panda ele abre o olho, regala o olho assim, Então era alguma coisa motivacional. Depois eu tenho que assistir esse vídeo.
Eu vou ter que ir. Fala pro pessoal.
Ó, tem que ir.
Que agora eu vou fazer um freelance num sushi ali,
All
né, de
right.
garçom.
Pretty
E fala
good.
pro Henk que o meu sonho um dia é conhecer tantos países como ele conheceu.
Alright, that's it. So he said that one day the desire, the thing that he really wants, it's one day to visit the many countries that he had.
Oh,
all
yes.
the countries
Yes,
that
I
he had.
highly
like
recommend
59. So me too. I wanna do the same
me
thing.
too.
Okay, nice meeting you.
Bye
Yeah.
guys, let's go.
Yeah.
Woo! See ya.
Guys,
Okay.
care for your body, your mind. Let's go.
Pretty good. That's like pretty good motivation of the day. Alright, I'm gonna finish here. And then I'm gonna record more videos with this lovely guy, Hank.
Yes.
Sai, diga tchau aí para os fãs. The fans, all the fans that you have in Brazil now. You're gonna be famous. Alright, see ya. Привет, меня зовут Rodrigo, как тебя зовут? Я иногда работаю с фотографией, я изучаю русский язык. Мне 36 лет, я не говорю по-русски. До скорой встречи.
Alors en français, donc c'est vraiment incroyable parce que les jeunes parfois c'est encore l'air venu. Et bien sûr, parce qu'ils ne comprennent pas ce que nous disons, et je pense que ces choses c'est vraiment incroyable, c'est bizarre, mais voilà, c'est la vie c'est comme ça. Donc je vais faire une promenade en ce moment. Ce soir, je pense que je vais étudier un peu plus allemand parce que c'est très important pour moi, cette langue. Et le français pour moi c'est très joli. Je vais faire une promenade en ce moment en centre-ville. Et franchement, cette partie de la ville, ce centre-ville pour moi c'est excellent. Et je vais rentrer chez moi. Je vais cuisiner quelque chose en ce moment et parfois je pense que je vais, je sais pas, peut-être je vais regarder un film. Salut, à la prochaine. Salut. Hallo, mein Name ist Rodrigo. Ich bin 36 Jahre alt. Ich wohne hier. Es ist eine schöne Stadt. So, und jetzt gehe ich spazieren. Es ist sehr witzig für mich. Und werde ich ein bisschen über gestern sprechen. Gestern habe ich ein Mädchen getroffen und wir haben gesprochen über Deutsch. So, zumindest für mich. Es ist immer eine gute Gelegenheit, Deutsch zu üben. Weil ich arbeite mit verschiedenen Sprachen und ich denke, es ist eine verschiedene Sprachen zu sprechen. Es ist eine wunderbare Fähigkeit. So, ja.
Foi emendando uma coisa na outra.
Fazer uma apresentação pra gente aqui.